This is James Bullock with WarriorSciences.com, and today we're going to cover leading with the rear straight, part 2. We can get into the habit of trying to hit the heavy bag hard while we're doing it. These are focus mitts. These are not designed to express power. These are just for technique, speed, and focus. So I'm going to get in my stance, and I'm too far away to throw a really good number 2, or cross, rear straight, whatever you want to call it. I'm too far away to give any power, so I have to take a step. And the same principle applies as with leading with the rear hand part 1 and leading with the lead hand part 1. The hand must move first. Whenever I go to move, I'm going to do these first few very slow. So this hand will move, and as it moves, I will push off my back foot, just like in part 1. So it goes from here, I'm about 50-50 weight distribution. As this goes, I will hit. And notice I come right back to my guard position. Make sure that you do your proper breathing and everything whenever you go to move. Really focus on my hands. If you'll notice, my feet stay with me. So whenever I move, he doesn't even need to put up the mitt, he can just stand there. Whenever I move, even doing this slowly, as I go, just because the hand moves first doesn't mean my entire body doesn't follow. So it's that this moves slow and this stays with me. I still turn my back foot as I'm supposed to, keep my structure in line, doing a proper rear hand punch. Your mechanics don't change. It's when you start those mechanics is what this principle is about. First and foremost, the hand before foot principle is a power principle. Yes, that makes you faster. And at first glance, a lot of people will automatically assume, well, it's just a speed principle. No. If I move my hand first, then contract behind my hand, it gives me the most amount of power that I can generate. One thing to consider, let's say I'm going to have Jesse he's going to get in a fighting stance. Okay, let's say he has a high guard, and his guard is kind of split. So he has his guard split. So his guard being split is he's like this. So his hands are by his face, but his guard is what I call split. Elbows are kind of out a little bit, like they shouldn't be. So it's one of those things where you'll see guys that'll stand, they'll have it out just a little bit. They'll be shrugging, they're shrugging their shoulders and stuff. That's not necessarily a wise idea. So by using the hand before foot and taking the most direct route to his face, when his guard is up like that, I can split right through to the middle. There's a lot of coaches that will teach punching and stuff, and you'll see, people move around and they're throwing jabs and crosses, throwing hooks, and it's all rotational based. It's in a cone. So it's striking here. I go to punch. If he has a split guard, and I throw a punch, he can still deal with these things because it's coming off of a cone instead of being tight, compact, and throwing from a tight position, and being able to use completely straight lines and making use of those angled lines too. But a lot of punchers, and we've all seen this in the UFC, and whether it's amateur or even in the UFC, people will come out and they'll punch in a cone. So they're punching a lot of rotational. They'll step out wide and throw a punch. And sure, those have created knockouts and things, but it matters when, not just how you do it. And I think I mentioned this in one of the other videos. Some of the worst technical fighters that I have ever seen are the best in the world because of their timing. And the hand before foot is a pure timing principle. Play with it. See how it feels on the bag. See how it feels on the focus mitts. It's one of those things where you could throw a standard cross, you know, maybe just throw it in combination and then all of a sudden move around and then just let that hand fly. If I'm facing Jesse, you know, I can throw a combination, I might throw something, he might cover up this, you know, on this hook or something, and then all of a sudden, whenever I go to move the next time, you know, it's going to get in there and it's going to make contact. Because this moved first. He can't pick it up fast enough because this was the cue. Not this, not this, not some big rotation and not my arm coming up and then straightening out and punching at him. You know, granted, fast people can land with that. That's great. But if you're fast with that, you're going to be faster with a much straighter shot, utilizing the hand before foot. So, once again, it's going to be here. This is where I throw the punch. I don't wait for this foot, then punch. But then I can reset my stance after that, reset my position. So if I did it the other way, though,